I love how you use the word surrender, and that is such a challenging word for people, but it's also such a beautiful word. And I would just say this, if you're listening or watching and you're feeling this urge within you of like, I think that's what I need to do, but I'm scared. Uh, I mean, like you already know what you need to do. It's just very frightening. And if you are going to seek out a coach, I can't encourage this enough. Talk to a coach who actually understands how the human heart works. Because again, all of your spending and saving decisions flow out of your heart and its passions, its desires, and its hurts. And as we've been talking about, a lot of our spending choices, for good or for bad, come out of our wounds. They come out of our pain. And so, our client, we don't force our clients to do anything religious. We don't pray with them unless they ask us to, but like there's no curriculum with this that involves a Bible or a church. It's just the foundation of it is this belief that Jesus lived and died to set us free from sin. And what is sin? It's this false belief that all these worldly things can save us. It's this false belief that the things that I see and I covet are going to ultimately deliver. And I have no doubt you have had a moment in your life where you worked hard for something and you believed that something was going to bring you joy. And maybe for a few minutes or a few days it did, but then within who knows how much time, you were right back where you started.
And even to the point of knowing that the best way to assess how you get across a minefield, filled with, things that just blow up, is to watch a person who's gone across and made it back alive, right? That's the best way to get across a minefield because you know that that person knows what they were doing. And so we could have started this whole conversation with the one question that I think is on everybody's mind. And this is the question. Can you say wholeheartedly, if you understand where you are in your mental health, your financial health, your relationship health, I will never worry about money ever again? Let me say that one more time. Can you say wholeheartedly, I will never worry about money ever again? If you're not at that place, we would love to talk to you about how these three laws of, finances from a biblical perspective can lead you to that place. And it's not a cookie cutter. So it's a conversation, personal conversation with us, very private. And so that you could be able to know that, just like that idea of a minefield, everything that you've gone through, we've probably gone through every scenario. And obviously it would take me days to show you and explain to you some of the difficulties and things that we've gone through. But I think the reason why God has allowed us to go through those things is so that then we can be comforters to those that, the way that we were comforted in the process, in the journey, we can then comfort others with the same comfort that we've been given.
Mynor, that leaves me feeling so much hope as we wrap up here, because if there's anything that continually plagues us, it is money questions and money issues and money worries and there's so much to it as well. So what would you say, people who are listening and viewing, what are some next steps that they can take to get started on this journey?
Yeah, I think the primary part is just know that there is hope. There is a lot of conversations out there about the economy, about inflation, about layoffs, about what's going to happen next year with the elections and the housing market and artificial intelligence and the high price of cars, $1,000 average a month for car payments and student loans and health concerns and mental health, and all of that could weigh you down. So
It's a lot. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed just with that list.
take a deep breath and just know there is hope. And the next thing that you can do is, we have a free consultation, 15-minute consultation, so we could just kind of get to know each other. I do know that we can be a resource for you, depending on whether you want to do this with us directly. Definitely have a conversation, and just know that there are people out there who are willing to help you out. And at that, I would also give a huge word of caution. Be careful with people offering you things that sound too good to be true. There are a lot of scams out there. There are a lot of people that might be actually exploiting the fact that people are looking for business opportunities and ways to make money and ways to if just be careful. I use a lot of caution. We lead with a benefit to our client base, and we provide a free power of attorney for finances, because we do know that we want to begin with the end in mind, the concept of ending well. Two, the medical healthcare directive is something that I think is very dear to my heart. I think if you haven't watched that episode, I would encourage you to go back and listen to it, where we talk a little bit about our journey and our story of our daughter, Kayla Ramos. And that is part of our ministry. So it's our way to give back to the community, to provide these solutions for them. And these could be, valued anywhere between $200 to $400. And we provide them for free, and we just give them to you so that you're able to go, either if you know a notary and somebody that can witness them, sign them, they're yours. All right. And if you don't, then we also have a resource, someone that can actually do this for you virtually. And I think the third kind of action item is think of getting yourself out of the situation financially, but learning how to do it so you can help someone else and pass it forward. I think that right there is going to help you take the step that it's not just about you. You might be able to help somebody that's close to you, a co-worker, a family member, your own children, and anybody else that you think might be able to benefit from the fact that you were able to eliminate the guilt and anxiety of managing your finances, and now you learned a way, you surrendered it, God's shown you the loss of provision, contentment, and ending well, and now you can go and take that message to others, and you're going to be a blessing to others. So I think that if you take all those things combined, your heart's going to be filled with contentment. Your anxiety levels are going to go down. Your heart, your blood pressure is going to be normal again, right? Not medical advice. I just want to clear that up. We have to be really careful with everything that we say. We don't want to be canceled, right? But that is the message that I would say, is just keep things with hope in the future. There is hope ahead of you. And we're going to be looking in through the windshield, not in the rearview mirror, right? There's a reason why the windshield is bigger than the little rearview mirror. Stop looking back and look forward.
I love that. That's so encouraging. So just to review there, one of the first things that we offer anyone who's interested in any kind of financial support is a free power of attorney. And if you're unfamiliar with the benefits of that, watch our first episode of this podcast. We go into all the details about power of attorney, how that made a difference for Mynor and his family, and how it can make a huge difference for yours. And even if you're not interested in the power of attorney, it's really easy to take care of for you really quickly. And it's a great way for us to get to know you and find out your specific needs. Because if you are overwhelmed and tired of this financial anxiety, if you're tired of just being on this hamster wheel of financial problems that never seem to go away, and the things that we've shared with you are resonating, that idea that there's stuff going on inside in the heart that needs to be dealt with, please book a call with Mynor. You won't be talking to me. You won't be talking to anyone else. You're going to talk to Mynor right here and just get to know each other. And what Mynor can do is offer possible services, possible coaching programs that are going to actually help you get where you want to be. You want to get out of debt. You want to get into a positive cash flow situation every month. You want to work on paying down a house or something like that. You want to save up for your kids' college. There's all these different goals, all these different sources of anxiety that could be causing your heart to experience that anxiety. And we can help you with that, but we can't help you with that until you actually book that appointment. Again, it's totally free, risk-free. The link is down in the description below this video, or it's in the show notes if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And we're here for you. There's not a one-size-fits-all solution to your story and your situation.